Good morning, everybody. Eddie the Block here at Relic Extractors. Headed up to the Epic Dump this morning. This is a solo dig today. Daughter's coming home from her boyfriend's after Father's Day weekend. So Annie's going to be home with her today and doing a couple things around the house. I'm not going to be out too long today. I'm just going out. Hopefully I find a few things so we have a nice full auction tomorrow night. So stay tuned and we'll get back at you when we get to the dump. Catch you in the hole. All right, good morning, everybody. After a couple pit stops for gas and a couple of drinks for today, finally made it up here. Before I get into my hole here, I'm going to show you that whole edge right here. Broke off from the rain, and I guess so I got to clean that out. It's not too bad, but we're going to take a walk in the back, see if anybody's been here, any trespassers. That shouldn't be. So we'll come back to this in a minute. We'll start cleaning out. Right now I'm going to take a walk towards the back and see if there's any signs of someone being here that shouldn't have been here. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, doesn't seem like the trespassers been back here since I told them to leave, which took him about 15 or 20 minutes to contemplate whether he was going to stay or not. We did look through most of what you can see out here, but you got to look in this grassy area too, from where he was throwing stuff. There's a cool little jar right here we'll look at in a second, and that's a couple ketchups there. So there's the old style lettering on this. Dr. Miles Restorative Blood Purifier. Doesn't seem to have any damage on it. So that was one that they tossed. This is one of the harder ones to get, Dr. Miles. So this will be up on the auction tomorrow. So that's a good start to the ground search here before I get into my hole and start cleaning it out. I'm not going to spend too much time over here looking around, but this is why I always come back and take a peek. So we'll see what else is laying around here real quick, and then we're going to get into digging. All right, stay tuned. Well, this seems to be top half of a Cohancy fruit jar. It's got that distinctive thread where the wire closure would slip on, and then you twist it clockwise and it would lock in the top. So that would have been a cool jar. Nice price tag comes along with them if they're whole, obviously. That's definitely a Cohancy closure for that. Damaged as all heck here. An AC Ogden cream out of Middletown. Some broken plates. I did just see a big warranted somewhere over here, I think. Maybe it was over here. I don't know. Well, I'll show you if I find it again. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll catch you in the hole. All right, so we got a nice start to the day here. Just walking around picking. A nice Gordon's. We'll probably put that up for the giveaway tomorrow night. Little Larkin here for Chef Annie. She likes the Larkins. I'm glad I brought my new bug spray Chef Annie got me. I had a feeling the skeeters were going to be bad today. There's that warranted flask, and then we have a this is a Courtney Worcestershire sauce, like the Lee and Perrins. Only says Courtney on it right here, and we'll be putting that up. I do have those three ketchup slash sauce bottles right here. 2 Curtis Brothers, and then that other one there, and then there's that mustard right next to it. from Detroit, and we're going to get into it here. This whole thing is what broke off from the rain right here. And this was kind of like the borderline here where I was hoping that would stay up. But so now I got to clean this all out, get this all out of here. So I got about an hour, hour and a half of solid chucking of dirt just to get this cleaned out so I get back down to where I was. So with that being said, I'm going to shut you guys off here for a little bit. I'm going to take the sweatshirt off, put the bug spray on, and I'm going to start heaving some dirt. So we'll catch you when the first bottle shows up. Stay tuned, guys. Well, there's a big old crier. A couple big holes knocked in that baby. Look how crude that one is. Crooked and off-centered. I can't remember what these were. Could have been a real fancy olive oil. I can't remember. I've seen small ones like this, newer, threaded, like 20s. Yeah, that would have been an awesome find today if it wasn't all busted out at the belly there. Alright. Still cleaning out. Stay tuned. Alright, guys. Well, where my feet are is that clay cap. So, yeah, I got about 1.5 feet, almost 2 foot of loose stuff to get, like, where I'm sitting anyway, to clear out, to go straight down. I'm not worried about that today. So this is the route that I showed you last time right there, and you know, just kind of from here it goes downhill on an angle to where my feet are, and then it gets deeper as you get, you know, to the left of me. Nothing much right now, you know, still basically cleaning out. I'm down to that cap, broken insulator, a little bromo, and a couple broken jars came out, but nothing spectacular. I got this huge piece of metal right here that's straight up and down, so that's down in there a little bit. We're going to try and work around that and work back up and around to that root right there where the sun's hitting it. I'm not going to play with this side here today. We'll get that on the next trip out. Clean this all out right here. And I'm just going to concentrate in this little area right here. I'm not looking for much today. Hopefully we get something over the top, of course. But if not, I'm basically just looking for stuff to fill up for the auction tomorrow. And I got a good start just by picking around today. So let's get back at it. And something decent pops out, maybe we can get it on a live pull. All right, stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, got a nice little piece of stoneware showing here. Don't know if it's broken or not, but we're going to go ahead and scratch around it real quick, see what we can get. It's in there pretty good. I might have to get back at you. I don't know how big this thing really is, if it's broken or not. The root here runs right across the top of it, so I'm probably going to have to dissect this a little bit here, and then it's either going to pop out or not. That seems to be the bottom. I don't know if that's the bottom or if it's broken off right there. All right, I'm going to shut you off for a minute. I'm going to have to work on that. Stay tuned. Well, it wasn't much. Broken teacup. Kind of fooled me the way it was sitting like that. You know, up under the root, it was hard to tell. I thought it was a little stoneware oyster jar or something like that. So, but yeah, it was wedged right up there on that root. I'm slowly picking this apart in here. And again, from here on up is all cast off. So, well, at least from, this is the virgin ground right here, this dark layer. And then from here up is all cast off about 1.5 feet from previous digs. So that'll come down real fast, shaking the ground too much. So, all right, we'll get back at you. Stay tuned. Check this beast out. This thing is heavy. SK&F Company. Big old chemical, probably like a mixing jar. Look at that thing. It is thick. It is heavy. It weighs about a pound and a half. I was just wedged up on top of the root over here. I just thought it was a regular old jelly jar. It was laying right up in there where that rust is. And I just picked around it. It was laying in there. Kind of like that. Kind of laying in there just like that. And I didn't think it was going to be amber either. Being up in there, it was hard to see. So that's where she popped out of. Wow, that's a nice jar. And I had something else that had SK&F on it. SK&F Company. And I didn't think I found too much information. I even looked through my catalog of maker's marks, and I don't believe that was on it. Awesome find right there. Some type of compounding jar maybe. And yeah, they would mix the medicines and chemicals in. So that's awesome. That's a really nice find right there. That's I don't know if I'll put that up or not. I don't know. I kind of like it. We'll see come tomorrow. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back on the board with a decent find. Well, everything there just came to an abrupt halt, everybody. Right where that stick is where I was sitting. This whole thing here just broke off all the way around. Right down in there. I just saw the whole edge start giving way, and I just scooched back, and everything broke off all the way around, almost to where I had my bottles laying here by the gloves. I moved everything back up there, so I'm not in the mood to dig that all back out, so I'm going to cut the day short. Chef Annie's got a couple honey-do listings for me anyway, and that big root is what's holding everything up over here on this side. I'm not going to mess with that. So we'll leave that. Live to play another day. Bobby Boucher. And I'm going to pack up what I got and mosey on out. All right. Catch you on the rebound. All right, guys. I'm showered. Had a nap. Did some things around the house. Clean these up from this morning's dig. That's it. That's all I got keeper wise today. After, well, it kind of got cut short. That whole wall gave way today. So anyway, this is a pretty nifty looking jar. I'm assuming it is some type of food product jar. Noisy road, always. I don't know, some type of condiment, maybe a pickle or a relish. Really, really pale aqua, like a green aqua. These are just, rinsed out. I'm going to drop a couple of these in the muriatic acid overnight and pull them out tomorrow when I get home from work, rinse them out, and we'll have these up on the auction for you, at least the ones that got the rust. This is that Courtney and Company Worcestershire sauce. Small version. Nice and bossy. It's one for you, Steve Coppin. That guy's missing a piece of plastic under his truck. And here's that cool looking jar that I dug today. Look at the color of this thing. How dark amber that is. I can barely see through it. SK&F Company. I'm still trying to figure out where this is from. SK&F. And like I said, I'm thinking it's some type of apothecary. Here's a wampole out of Philly. Chef Annie's going to the freezer in the basement to get me a nice ice cream sandwich for my dessert today. Nice strong embossing on this wampole out of Philadelphia. Nice good sized med. Cleaned up pretty good. And this Gordon's gin's going to get dropped in the muriatic as well. But all the heavy stuff came off fairly easy. And then we have that really hard to find Dr. Miles restorative blood purifier with that like circus style or saloon style lettering. Hard to get. This is actually this and that amber jar is my finds of the day. So you'll see these up tomorrow. This is a little bit more pricey than the normal, but we'll get up there, see if you guys are interested. All right, guys, that's it for that cleanup, and we'll see everybody tomorrow at 7 p.m., not 7:30. Oh, and here's a bunch of Annie's finds from up at Jean's that she's got to clean up. She got this cool little poison here she popped out. I did dig a seltzer bottle up there, but I left it with Gene, right from the town neighboring him. It's complete with the top and everything, matching top no less. So, and there's some bromos left over, and we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock. All right, guys, see you later.